Hey, this is Joe Price from the BYU Record Linking Lab. We recently did some analysis on the 1910 census and looked at all of the towns in Utah. We're going to be doing this for other parts of the country right now, but I want to show you what's possible to see how complete your community is. Let me show you how this is set up. So I'm going to share my screen here. So right here, each row is a city in Utah. So I'm from Springville, so here's my city. You can see that in 1910, there was 3,668 people living in Springville. And of those people in the 1910 census, 3,390 are on the tree and attached. There's another 4 people who are on the tree but not attached yet to the census, and then 54 people that we could add to the tree by using the census record. That means that there's someone in the family that's already on the tree, but others members who aren't. So sometimes there's a missing kid or maybe a grandchild. And so by doing those record hints, these additional 58 people would be on the tree. And then we have 220 people who are part of a family where nobody in the family seems to be on the tree. And so those are ones where we need to add the family to the tree and then try to branch out and connect them to the rest of the family tree. So take a look at this. You can see the different cities. Every single city from the 1910 census is in this sheet. Feel free to share this with other people. We'd love for you to take a look at your community and see what you can do to help increase the coverage for your community. And then we've set up some tabs that if you want to help, you can. So these are hints. Each of these are record hints. So if you click here, you can see that it opens up a window. And you can see here that there's this person on the tree, Ira B. Miller, who, and then this is a family in a census record that's not attached to anyone on the tree. And so this would be a case where I could decide if this is a match, and if it's a match, then I could add in the parents and the siblings. Now, one thing I have found is this family's probably on the tree already, big family like this living in Utah. It looks like what happened is in the census, they got the last name wrong. And so for whatever reason, nobody's been able to kind of connect it to a family on the tree. So just as you're working through this, always check for duplicates. But our goal is to make sure that all of these people get to be on the family tree. Let me show you just another example. Some of these can be really hard. A lot of these are grandchildren where you have to figure out. So here's a granddaughter. So you need to figure out which of the children this child belongs to. And one way to do that is to come here into tree view and look at descendancy and then kind of scan down here. So this is interesting that actually you have these children, none of whom have children themselves. So what I would do is I'd probably maybe start with Vernie because he's the most likely to have a grandchild with the last name Boyle, but I would maybe look for some other records about Vernie, maybe see if he was married, see what the name of his children. Actually, it's not going to be Vernie, he's too young. So it looks like Melissa probably had a son who's left home, and now the granddaughter's living with her. And so that would just be the kind of research that you could do. So you can see here's Velma Boyle, born 1905, to Melissa Boyle. And so this would be a case where you could figure out, do a little bit more research and help Thelma get on the family tree. Now we also have a set of families where nobody in the family is on the family tree. So if you click on one of these, you'll see, you can go right here to the record and you can learn more about this person. So this person's named Francis M. Wilson. You see a single person living with a big group of other people. Okay. And so what we would do in that case is we would come here to family tree person. And if you've never done adding an unconnected person before, you basically click on recents and add an unconnected person, and then you'd fill in the information from the record, which would put them on the tree. Then you'd attach the census, and then what I would do is start to look for other records for this person. Don't leave them as a little island, try to get them connected into the bigger tree. But your goal should be to make sure that everyone that lives in your community is gathered on the family tree so that people can see their connection with the past, they can see their connection with each other. Hope you have a great experience looking at some of these hints, looking for other ways to grow the tree for your community. This is just one way to measure it, and we'll be doing this for other census records and other record collections.